Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning. Welcome to the channel, everybody. We have access to the newest update from Bitwig, and I am super excited to run this through with all of you. Let me get out of this and make sure that this is what it's supposed to be. And we're going to be checking out the new sampler, which is something that we've been asking for years. Literally, years. Long time. So, with that, let's go ahead.
Are you ready?
And take a look at the black screen while we hope this loads. There we go. We'll pull up a project that we're working on, and we'll have a glance at what the new sampler has to offer. I do also have this guy, which is all of the notes, and so I'm going to try to see if I can squeeze that in over to the right side. And that way I can still read chat. And then we'll have a look through what all this stuff does. So yeah, in regards to the new sampler, I already know some of the stuff that it does because, well, I was just actually watching Polarity's stream. But with that being said, we have the new slice mode, we've got single, transient mode. The one thing that I am concerned about is I think we lost. No, we didn't. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so if it's in a multi-sample mode, then you still have the selector, but it doesn't look like you're able to use both the slice and the regular mode, or the slice and multi-sample mode. So that was the first thing that I wanted to take a look at. And getting bike rides done in the morning, that alone has been the right motivation to go to bed early. Yeah, I don't know. I have a stationary bike, which is pretty fun, but it's I don't know. I feel like being out in the sun and doing all that would be way different. But really, I think that most of what today is regarding is really just the sampler here. So I started this track earlier this morning, and it sounds like this. It's going to be loud. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to replace this because I do like this and I like that there's a drone over it, but it would be cool if we can maybe toss this in with a different triangle sound. And so one thing that we can do in order to get this sounding a little bit different is take all of this for what it is, other than maybe the clipper. Actually, everything except for, we'll turn this off. We'll just group this and turn it off and grab a replacer. And within the replacer here, because I like where all of this is as far as the placement goes, we can come into this and maybe find a drum loop within the sampler to start messing with some of this stuff. Hey, what's up? Welcome. And so behind that, let's go ahead and just do a quick read of what some of this stuff has to offer. So, and I know that some of it is broken, but it's okay. Okay, so sampler now offers a slice sampler configuration. Root key is now the old way of thinking, a dynamic pitch detection. Spectral fragments. This is basically the real granular mode. It's got the granular shapes and stuff. The original repitch cycles textures now offer various character options. So this has like distortion that you can add, which is interesting. You can now drag sampler samples straight into the new sampler device with various preset configurations. What does that mean? So does that mean that if you have something already configured within the sample and you drag a new sample in here, then um, it will hold the settings? Or so if I do this, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's maintaining, but I feel like the sampler always did that. I didn't. Maybe if you drag a new sample in, like it will reset the root note key or something, or I don't really know. Okay, so plenty of other new workflows and sounds await in any of the sampler. Slice sampler. When using a slice sampler, the blue slicing start and end on the markers, like the single file sampler modes. So we've got divisions, then we have the transient detections, which is like beats, set an interval longer than 8 notes. Subdivisions will be shown in the waveform. Pitch, to cut at the detected pitch, the sample will pitch track and show in orange. So it's almost like it has a built-in melodyne, which I thought was interesting. If you go to this and we set this to the root note and we do this, you can see that on here, I'm guessing that there's some kind of uh, spectrogram that's built into this that's just detecting whatever pitch this is and reformatting it to whatever the key of the song is supposed to be. So if we were to do that, what even is this key? And I think it's in G minor. I don't know. Like everything in here is just like bending. And so that's kind of sick. Here's our filter. We've got our one shot mode on here. Then we also have our reharmonization, which we can use to either quantize to the key of the track with the percentage. That sounds nice. Sweet. So, I mean, that's just something that maybe I don't want to keep that, but it's pretty cool that it exists. There's also the fragments mode here, which has our motion over here to be able to change this. But how does that work when, like, let's say you want the grain to be on the opposite side? I guess it doesn't. So let me start off by changing this back into the repitch mode here, and then we'll grab a fresh sampler on this, and maybe we can find alk perk and drum loops. Cool. So if we set this to slice, you can see that this is cutting this up in just even notes. I'm going to zoom in on this. I won't be able to see chat for a minute, but it's okay. And so we want to do this based off of slice into equal pieces, beats, onsets, and just back off of some of this. So I'm curious if we can still do this, which um, would be really important. And I'm hoping that it's a little bit more updated because the last time it was not. But if we activate this and we set this to here, okay, so we lost the ability to do that as well, which kind of sucks. One thing that was really interesting about the old version was that you can automate the playhead mode. And I'm just clicking on this to try to see if there's an option over on this side. Spectral mode, like somewhere that we could modulate that, but it doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Um, Sad. But I mean, to be honest with you, as cool as that was, it was super inaccurate anyways, and so it didn't really catch on. And I'm hoping that now the accuracy, which we'll try here in a second, like I'll pull up like a drum and bass track or whatever and throw a bass line on there and just do some kind of BS thing and see if we can match that. But hopefully the placement of the sampler position will be much cleaner. I guess it has to be, right? If you, especially if you set it into slices, but we'll see. So it still would be cool though, you know, to be able to cycle through all this stuff because that would, yeah, that would be insane. What is this over here? So snap to zero crossings. Okay, that's kind of sick. So maybe we can actually come up with a cool pattern with this. So what I'll do is we'll pull off of this and we'll see where this starts. I think I want this to be a little bit later. And now we can just kind of mess with this here with and see what other things we can do. Let's get some fuse compressor on this. And then I'd also like to see if maybe we can add some noise to it. But we're just going to add noise because otherwise it's going to change what we're listening to. That's pretty sick. It's a gross sound. Cool. And so we can also change the pitch in a lot of this stuff as well, which can be kind of fun to automate. So I think that if we just did something like open this up, we hit 3 and hold shift. Oops, my bad. We want the spray can. I'm still not used to this workflow, but where you at? Where you at? One. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. So we can move this around now and play with different pitches over this to see if we can get some interesting movement. It's pretty dope. What is is it 4? Yeah. That's so cool. All right, sick. So there's some other stuff that we can get into through this, which I think is interesting. We can put this on hold for now, and we can start a new project and look at some of the timbral things that this can do, which is pretty dope. So what I'll do is I'll just pull up something from Faceplant and just get something that makes musical sonics and find the instrument selector template maybe. Let's try maybe pad demo. No. Um, what? Let's try sabotage. I like it. Yes. It it's facing the wall, honey. You're all right. Okay. So let's get some other effects in here now to try to create a cloud of harmony within this. Sweet. So we got all that stuff. Yeah, it's real. And so now we can throw this into the sampler and we can start to play around with all the stuff that this has going on. And now it's set to dynamic, which is cool. Um, we'll set this to probably what? C minor? As that's what it pretty much is. Crazy. Cool though. Crazy. So how do you move this to being a ramp on the opposite direction? Do you just have to set it to reverse or how does that work? I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Mind you, I can't see chat while I'm doing this, but it does make the interface of this a little bit easier to view. That's so cool. was hoping that if you push this, it will like trigger at different points, but it looks like it always latches to that nearest. And it looks like you can't decide on one or the other. So it would be cool if you had the ability to like not have to make these synced up. Are there milliseconds on here though? No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, you can only pick one or the other. So that's a little bit of a letdown, but it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so being able to pick like sync but at a different rate or a synced size but at a different rate would be ideal because actually something that we might be able to do is we might be able to grab what is it? Voice spread, voice control. Um and then we should be able to set something on here to where maybe the grain size is here. Second voice is something different. Oh, but this is only with when you have stacking on, right? So still cool that you can do that though. You can set that at like an octave. So in essence, you can kind of create like melodies and stuff with this, you know? Still pretty interesting. Like that for other, you know, ambient work and all that would be really nice. So even just finding little pieces of gold like that, you know, and then throwing it back into another sampler or something. So were you writing LFO within the sampler? No, what I did was I have the voice spread, and so there's a unison of two on this, and one note is has a different grain size and the other has a different grain size, and then I change the pitch to an octave up, and so that's why that looks like that. But this is pitch detection on here, and that's why it has that crazy like orange stuff floating through it. So let's throw this in here now and let's see what we can get out of that. I just think that it's cool that this does different stuff. Like, even though this is completely broken, like, part of me doesn't really even want them to change it. Just because if we were to set a length on here and then move the loop into one of these sections where we can see that the pitch is different, kind of like this, then we can maintain it. And I think that's pretty interesting. You leaving? I love you. Have a good day. So now we can just do this. I still wish that they would find a solution within this to also map the playhead with where the loop is supposed to start, because as you can see, this is a little bit off. And yeah, okay, you can hold shift, but just the workflow of that, it still needs some tweaking. But still really pretty though. Very interesting. Let's see. So we can move this back over to the spectral and yeah, man, that's fucking dope. Oh, cool. Let's go back to this one and see if we can find some other interesting stuff within this. Let's maybe see if we can come up with a different type of pad. Like this one might be fun. I know, right? Yeah, dude, sampler update. Cool. Let's take all that, maybe from like here. Let's throw that into a sampler and see what we can get out of it for fun, for the sake of science. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that did they say something on here that has allows zooming on the waveform? Um, do they have a custom scale maker now? All slices can be triggered by all keys using black and white keys. Offers first slice note. So there's black keys skipping the white key. So this is just the layout if you wanted to do that. There's also parameter locking on the slice mode now as well, which I don't. By leaving the note pitch velocity free, you can freely play across the keyboard. Okay, so let's go back to the slice mode here. And let's take a look at some of this stuff because I think that there's some interesting things to do that. So you can use the keyboard, I see, or set this to which one you want this to fire from. And then you can grab something like this on parameter 1. Wait, can you use the parameter locking here to change that? That sounds like a piano. It looks like you can adjust the amount of the parameter on each slice, kind of like so. But what I think this needs to be is something like this. Like this would be so crazy if they let you open up and change the warp modes with this. Yeah, okay, so that's what this does. So you can set parameters on each slice that can change different shit. So the amount goes to whatever changes on this. Say this is over here and you apply some of this, and then this will apply the entire thing of whatever amounts you have over it. See, none of the other slices have this, but this one does. So, in essence of that, I wonder, can we also... Okay, that does nothing. You can change the speed, you can change the freeze, you can change the playback mode maybe? Or can we hit R? Um, I guess you have to set the speed to reverse. So much time in the grid trying to make sampler slice, and now we're here. I know, right? It's nice that we finally have that. That's still really peculiar, though, that there's no reverse on this. You have to set the speed to go backwards. Like, but it looks like they don't even have a general. Wait, do they have one single? Okay, yeah, they do. But on this, they don't. Okay, this is cool that we can just delete the parameter locks altogether. Yeah, it looks like it won't read from behind of where this plays. But even if you move the playhead over, okay, that does not work. Okay, so there's no reverse mode at all whatsoever in the slice option, which does feel kind of strange, right? That's, I don't know. But we can also scale these, which I think is pretty awesome. I'm trying to see if there is, like, can we modulate this? I don't think we can because it doesn't show any, like, it doesn't show any value on here of the slice start. Okay, so that's also something that we can't modulate, but that would have been really sick if we could. And then we've got, that's cool that we can just export a slice mode on here, kind of like so with the different chops. Yeah, okay. Um, let's see what else we got here. So there was a way that it said that we can move this and play this just as a keyboard, right? Or would it just make more sense to go here? So if we go back to the slice mode and I move this over this way, is that where that picks up? Okay, it is. So that's pretty cool because that means that wherever you place this, if you want to just go back to it being in keyboard mode, then there's that. But it would also be nice if you could modulate between that, you know? I did not choose 90s dance today, but that's, I guess, what we're getting. Sick. That's pretty dope. Um, so yeah, this thing is really interesting to me with the root note and all that because it changes everything. And like I said, it's not the most accurate. And I wanted to do that on purpose because I make a lot of stuff that doesn't have a particular or defined tone or pitch or whatever. And so playing with all of that is pretty fun. What is this? Variable sample rate? Man, I was doing some bullshit dub techno yesterday, and had I had this, I feel like it would have made this so much easier. You know what I mean? So there's that, which is pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, also with uh, we get the face today. Yeah, there's a new Bitwig update. You know. Also, I've been working out a lot, so my guns are getting bigger, even though you can't see. But you're gonna have to get tickets to those. See that show? No, I'm just kidding. ACL Elk perk. Interesting. This is probably my favorite part. Really, is like it um really helps introduce like new and interesting character to drums. And then of course if you want to do make it like into color stuff or whatever, you could do that, but that's my least favorite part, to be honest. I don't really care for those kinds of sounds personally, but the ing harmonics are kind of cool. Just kind of seeing how far it goes. That's the sound of my fucking air conditioner in the morning, and it's like 7 a.m. and I'm just like, God damn it! It's so loud. I'm very lucky to have an air conditioner though. Yeah, parameter locking is cool. No reverse is lame. Wish you could change warp modes. Yeah, the other thing that we lost is that you have to decide now with a sample and multi samples and stuff. So you can right click this and change this into a multi sampler, and then you'll have your selection. But you can't do like slices and whatever you um if you do it the other way, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it is cool. It's also nice that we have all the texture modes and stuff now. So we basically have our simpler. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking dope. Like this is going to be so useful for like the other projects. This other kind of shit that I have, like the bounce tracks. So I'm kind of curious if I were to bring that back. Um, Maybe put a clipper on this. Put a blur on it or something. Maybe I could put this over on it as well. Just see what it does. So I wonder if we can get like some really cool dynamic automation on here. And that's freaking sick. Maybe another note right here would be kind of sick. Um, do I see right? Sampler has no time stretch modes? Has no time stretch modes? You mean new time stretch modes? Yes, new. What am I even automating right here? What is this? The fuck? Wait, can this not be automated? No, they stopped doing that. Ah, what? Ah, man. That sucks. No, it's all good. So you can't automate the freeze mode anymore. Like even just taking stuff out of here though and like playing with it live is pretty interesting. I really like that type sound. Like that's pretty dope, man. It's like my favorite thing out of this whole thing so far. So just yeah, playing around with that kind of stuff though is pretty interesting. That's so cool. Well, there's also new partials and stuff in here as well. This is all new, right? I don't remember this being there from before. So that's interesting. What the fuck? What? That's so silly. That's so stupid. But it's really fun. Let me see if I can. That's hilarious. It's that fucking mosquito in your room when you're trying to go to sleep. It's just actually no, that's my toothbrush whenever I'm brushing my teeth. It's like I'm telling you, all of that is a song idea. Like that's that's all something that in my world could be totally usable. Wow. That's so cool. Yeah, sweet. So let's go ahead and look and see if there's anything else that's on here that could be fun. For all trigger modes, except select parameter. Playback mode options control how a triggered slice plays. Slice will stop playback. Okay. Yeah, zone parameters. We looked at that. Slicing related functions. With a clip selected, slice, fold, slice to slice sampler action lets you bounce the clip straight into a new slice sampler instance. That is very nice. So if we take this and we go here and we go slice to sliced sampler, then this pulls up here. That's pretty dope. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, that's just fun to just fuck around with and like play around with different stuff in there. That's fucking awesome. I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff in the future on this that I'll be having a lot of fun with for sure. For sure. Um, so let's go ahead and open up a different project now. Now. And I'll just try to pull up something that's kind of vanilla with. Wait, hold on. Projects. Where is Cage Collab 2? Because I could try this stuff out. Oh my god. Now let's practice. Clipping flip. Here we go. Oh, it's in alphabetical order. I was like, what? So what could be fun with this is to pull up one of these bases on here and just turn off everything else. I just like fire away some different slices and stuff. I'm gonna wait for this to load and then so yeah, we could just take this drum beat and you were here for this while I was making it. I remember you saying that you need to go back and watch it from the beginning as well. I have a very good memory. Okay, so with this, we can change some stuff around. What's up, activity? Okay, so I think we could take all of this and throw this in here. I'm not going to save this project. with where it's at because it's already like cooked in a good way. Like it's already practically, I don't want to say done, but it's already to the stage where I sent it off to Aiden to work on. But within this, we can try the slice mode on here and see if there's some different slice points or whatever that we can have fun with. It might it might just be more beneficial, to be honest, to just leave this in the regular mode and then jump around. But I guess we can experiment with both because something that I would like to see is if this is going to actually play back more accurately now. Because that's one of the issues that I had from before where whenever I'd reset the playback on here, it wouldn't accurately represent where the value was. So we'll do that. And then this did a really good job of detecting the root though. Because that like I'm hitting F and it's playing F, so okay, so what we can do now is maybe just like try something like this and then let this hop around and see if it's going to do what it's supposed to be doing. So what I'll do is I'll make this really wide and then I'll just have the spray can on here. And I will set the grid to, what just happened? I really just want 1/8 if possible. There we go. Hit 4. What's up, Noise Commander 3DS? You see how that was different? So that's a problem. Because that's what that should be doing. But when this pulls back around. Okay, so that's still not fixed, unfortunately. Um, that sucks. But what we might be able to do, though, is now set this into a different slice position. And this should be baked in into different places. But the difference between this, though, is that you have to play different notes. So oh, I was like, why isn't this playing? And that's because it's not even mapped to the keyboard. To the key. Put the key. Now, is this actually changing the play mode of this? So, or not the play mode, but the playhead? Oh, that's so cool. It's a shame though, because that means that, man, that's so sick, but that's such like a, I really hope that they fix that because imagine like being able to play from a slice position and then being able to modify the playhead of that slice. But yeah, the problem with it is that it doesn't really represent or line up correctly in the way that it's supposed to. So, well, it's been like that since from before as well. So I don't really know. Mhm. So now I'm just trying the different stuff on here and seeing what we can get, if anything. It's on YouTube, but all this is like unreleased stuff. Hmm. Crazy. Yeah. So there, this is like a dedicated granular synth compared to the texture mode, and then there's a spectral mode that will reharmonize or just add other forms of texture to this. Wait. No, go back. That was so cool. Fucking crazy. Yeah, maybe just not sidechain it. That's pretty dope. I'll probably save this to the library. I probably wouldn't keep it, but it's still really cool. Regardless. But yeah, so that's one way that you can apply this as well. Mm. Something else that's interesting is I'll let go of this and not save it. Is you can also apply this in the grid as well. So that's kind of cool. I guess if we were to go to polygrid. Wait, what? Polyglot. What the fuck? No. Polygrid. Jesus. Okay, so if we had some stuff in here, we'll just say actually hold up. No. 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 Bro. Um sampler and then, Let's just find a pad or something. And connect it. So if we put this through a filter, oh my god, I'm so used to working in mesh. Fuck. Um, man. Okay. Okay, we can grab an oscillator. Maybe like the pulse, or maybe just a sine wave or something. I mean, that's pretty sick. It is. Let's throw some Big Sky on there. Get some choir on here. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Okay, let's see if there's anything else on here that's worth taking a look at. Like multi-sample configurations, you can right click. Okay, yeah, so there's that. New automatic pitch analysis. New spectral mode. Looks for the clear cases, and full stop lets you explore any sound. Okay. New fragments for green clouds, micro loops, and beyond. So we took a look at that. Um, Updated repitch mode with the new characters of the tape and all of that. Add some crunch. It is dependent on playback rate, and each note and a chord will get its own flavor. Oh, that's cool. Positive settings push the high end, lower the mids, and flatten the transients. Negative settings push the low mids, increase the tube filling, and expand the transients more. Digital Bit reduction, sample rate reduction, make more mistakes with heavier aliasing, updated cycles mode. Yeah, that's been super fun. Textures mode with light updates. Classic granular mode adds a few enhancements with fragments and cycles can be set in beat units as well. Now you can drag one or more sample files onto a new or existing track to create a pre-configured sampler device. To create pre-configured sampler devices. When dragging one audio file to a track area, Alt drag will put the sampler in spectral stretching mode. Oh, okay. So there's different keyboard shortcuts that you can use in order to place it into a specific. I think that's what they were talking about at the very beginning. Multiple audio files to a track area, round robin mode, and a drum machine device where a cell only receives one note. Some alternate choices are offered. Insert layered sample, insert slice sampler. Other sampler improvements and changes. Uh, Project BPM is beside the speed. Tempo automatically detected or can be set manually. That's a really good quality of life feature because that way, if you want something to loop perfectly, you just throw it in there and it will, you know what I mean? How to handle loops at note off. So that's when the loop, or sorry, when the note comes off. It's aftertouch, right? Zones now have mute and solo. Multiple zones are selected. Inspector panel now offers a histogram editing for the zone parameter. New zone actions are available to set. Oh, I think that's the zone parameter stuff that we were talking about. For the sampler device, the filter has added an EQ friendly bell option. Okay, that's nice. The grid sampler also has the zone parameters. Few notes on changes to the sampler that could previously be modulated or automatically are no longer offered. This includes play mode and freeze playhead. No! The set parameter values will be loaded by sampler in 6.1, but modulation will be disregarded. If you're modulating these parameters, you can load your project in a previous version of Bitwig and make any adjustments there. At least they're aware of it, you know? I mean, I can at least appreciate that they were like, hey, we're not going to do this anymore, but that kind of sucks. Okay, there's now a tuner. I would just prefer to use an EQ, to be honest. I've always trusted a parameter or a parametric EQ over a tuner any day, but it is nice that that's in there. Yeah, I don't know, but it's probably because it wasn't working correctly with everything else. You know, there was probably some kind of bug or some interaction with the two that maybe they thought like, yo, nobody uses that, but I'm like, I'm somebody that did, and that there's that. But yeah, okay, so there's a new tuner, which we saw on Polarity's channel. It just says what tune it is. Sorry, guys, I've been up since like 3 in the morning. Onset filtering functions through program now use a sensitivity orientation. Oh, okay. So for like samples and slices and stuff, it now has a sensitivity meter. That's good. When dragging a clip within your project, the balance while dragging is now mapped with B with additional source options, pre-effects, post-fader, simple interface modulations. Phase 4 polysynth and sampler key tracking now has a default value of 100% when reset, such as double click. Now have the controls set to 100% when inserted, allowing you to start mapping immediately. These include buttons, macro, and macro 4. Control set to 100%. Not gonna lie, I've used it like once, but still. Yeah, I've been up since 3 a.m. Used what? The sampler? Or what are we talking about? Okay, I do want to see that. Macro 4. I don't know. Let's just do glide. This is the value of 1. Okay. Oh, the freeze? Yeah, doing the freeze thing is cool, man. It's not really like super useful for like immediately working on in a track, but for doing sound design and experimental stuff, it's pretty nice. It's a nice pad though. Let's I mean, in a sense, this could be also very similar to something like autotune. So let's get some somebody write something silly for me to sing into here. Somebody write something for me to sing into the thing. Shilly shilly. Oh shit. What am I getting myself into? Wait, I don't want tracking on. There we go. Um Suddenly I have no volunteers. I get that nobody wants to hear me sing. I don't want to hear myself sing, but loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Doo 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 doo. That didn't record. One more time. Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. All right. That's new. Convolution? I don't remember that ever being a thing. So I do want to see what this does as a means of auto tune, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to use myself to be a test subject. But let's see what happens. Loving you, love, 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 love. Yeah. Love, 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 love. What's up, Nate? Love, 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 love. Reverb makes everything better, right? What's up, Demir? It's not bad. Wow. Huh. Artifacts? easy, 'cause you're beautiful. Cause you're beautiful. Easy, 'cause you're beautiful. Okay. Um. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Fuck off, man. That's Oh shit. What's up, Camry? Um, yeah, yeah, that's pretty nice. I still want this to have a little bit of some other stuff to it, but I upped my subscription so fast today. I feel that, man. We've been waiting for this for a long time, you know? I'm just gonna put some noise over this. Yeah, there's like some crazy stuff with this too that would be fun to, cause like there's so many interesting things with this, specifically with the slice mode that I'm like, that's fucking cool. I still think there should be a reverse playback for this because there's only the ping pong looping. That just seems like a natural addition that I'm curious as to why that doesn't exist. But yeah, that should totally be a thing. It seems like it's still looping as well, and it shouldn't be. Was getting out of the reharmonization engine. The spectral stuff on drums sounded great. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of cool stuff as well, just from everything. I've been trying to put everything in here. We put basses in here. We put drums. We put vocals. We put pads. That's a loop on its own. Not that it would be cool, but to make a micro house clicks and cuts genre. Yeah, I agree. Like all of the spectral and the fragments and all of this stuff would be great for it. Fucking sick, dude. Um, yeah. So, boopy boom, 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 boop, boopy boom, boop, 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 boop. That's like so fun. This thing is so funny. All right, what is the sum or what is the oh my god. What is the mass of the sun? Wrong. Hella wrong. So wrong. I'm going to save this cuz that's fucking hilarious. Wrong. Wrong. You know what I forgot to sing in here? Cocaine. Cocaine. All right, let's get that in there. Cocaine. I gotta throw that into some kind of fucking song just because you can't tell what it's saying, but like if you were here, you were here. You know what I mean? Like that would be really fucking funny. just throw this in here and see what we can get, if anything. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, it's usually just sorted by date. Oh my god. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I've been having a lot of fun with this little project right here just because there's so much shit that I keep finding and adding to it, but I've like I did a lesson with Golden Child a few weeks ago and he gave me like two pieces of advice to help me figure this shit out. And I'm still not where I want to be with it, but yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot closer for sure. We can't have both. Listen, I'm gonna favor the Metal Gear sound over this for sure. It's like the N64 kid. N60. Um, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 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 okay.
I feel like dang, I'm pulling that out. That was by accident completely, but um That was fucking sick. My man said the werewolf, and I said, okay, see no more. Just needs to be louder. It's not loud enough. Man, this is going to be really fun to like throw a bunch of these excuse me. Uh to throw a bunch of these things through here, but I'm really excited because this feels like a very unique device now, and it feels very valuable to learn. You know, this feels like something that I haven't never fucked with before, so I'm excited to give it a try and see what else, like what types of sounds I can get out of it. Yeah, and I think the big thing is like we got the slicer, right? Like they could have just done that and called it a day, and I would have been like, all right, cool. But you know, this stuff is very interesting. So I hope that in the future with other updates that they continue to like add more stuff, like more lists or and all that to this. You know, like what if they have fifths, or what if they have like setting certain harmonic ranges or something. Oh, we've been having a blast so far, just messing around on it. We made a ton of different sounds on it, just for fun. I like that it's got some really fun and unique processing for um, every kind of sound that you throw into it. Like this is me singing cocaine that we're using right now. So that's always fun.
Cocaine, 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 cocaine.
Yeah, this is a SM7B. So I have two mics that I use depending on how I feel, which I've been using a lot more of this one lately, which is the DJI Mic 3. I really like using this because I can just put it on my shirt and then I don't have to be in the microphone like this, you know? But I think that unless if it's perfectly positioned, like, hold on. See if you guys like, there's post processing on both of these, but I have both of them set up. So check this out. How does my mic sound now? 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 Sorry. I was thinking that belongs in there somewhere. I just don't know where. Hmm. I think it sounds okay without it, but even without this, like I do like this, but this like it might also be cool to beep boo boo. That's actually kind of cool. Um, maybe something like this. Cocaine. Pretty fun. But something else that I might be able to do is on the might be able to just like move all of these around and see if there's like a different position to put them in. Oh, sorry, it's here. Cool. Um, I think that's everything, right? Wait, was there anything else that we did not cover other than I didn't really show the tuner, which I can. Um, I think the only thing that has a consistent pitch on this is the tune or is the sub. Oh shit, what the fuck? This did not look like that on Polarity's thing. Oh, dang. This is probably the coolest looking device that Bitwig has ever made. This is so sick. Like, I want this on tracks and stuff so bad, you guys. Oh man. Like I imagine if all of Bitwig looked like this and just looked like a fucking light show on all of this. I would lose my shit. Bitwig, if you're listening and you're watching this, this 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 just give us the glow stick skin. I would love it personally. I want to look like I'm seeing starbursts. for 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 lack of better um yeah, this is just cool to have as like a vibe check in the first place though. I am curious as to whether it has different colors. Or maybe it's just based purely off of frequency. So what happens if I just uh it's accurate if the pitch is clean. What happens if you have multiple notes? Sorry. Nah, it doesn't pick up. It's still cool though. So there's that. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ow. Chat reference. I thought that there was something on here that people were talking about that had custom scales, but I have not seen anything like that. Does anybody know what what that is? I'm gonna see if there's anything new on here that I don't recognize. I don't see anything. There was a thing on the video that had like a um are you on PC? Cause maybe that's why. I'm on Mac, fam. And I think Polarity is on PC. And I noticed that when he was doing that, it was, oh yeah, that's probably why. I think it's busted on PC. Windows discrimination. Listen, yes, can't stand PC. Gonna cancel Bitwig then. Be my guest. You do you. It's candle time. Have you guys seen these? These are electric rechargeable lighters. Better watch out. I'll fucking tase you and burn you to death. Yeah, it's pretty convenient. It's a lot safer too. Pew! So yeah, does anybody have any questions about the sampler? I'm pretty stoked about it. This is probably my favorite update that has come out in a long time. Like I was a little underwhelmed about 6 in general. I they probably were planning on releasing the sampler with 6, but then they probably stopped because it wasn't ready. If I had to guess. I don't have any insider information, but it just kind of feels you get what I mean? I feel like maybe they had it like they they were working on it and they had a deadline or something, but to me the sampler is really what makes 6 what it is. We've been asking for a sampler for years. Years. If you all recall, um I mean shit, I'll just pull it up. Let's see how long ago this was. This says 1 year. I don't believe that. This was at least 2 years ago. Um, I should have another one that's like Bitwig sampler is OP, and I talk about all the things that I want in the sampler. But there's no way that's a year ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was talking about like wanting to have like a slicer and all this other stuff. So it's yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still up. It exists. Remember when I used to get views? Fuck. Feels bad.
With Sours by
Hey, hey,
Extra,
hey, hey, hey.
every
I'm over here having a moment. I didn't click on anything. Um, but yeah, so there's that. Wait, I'm trying to zoom in. Look at that. You want to talk about a Chad? Look at that Chad right there. He's chatted out. Um, but yeah, I don't really have anything else that I want to do today. I think that we pretty much covered everything that we needed to regarding the sampler, and we looked at several different videos, or sorry, several different sound types. Was there anything else that you all wanted to see? The see me try, see me do. I think the coolest thing is just throwing stuff in there that's like unconventional and seeing what comes out. That's that's exciting because I've got all this content, all this stuff, like all these pads and you know what I mean, and then just like huck it into the sampler now and start changing it like and it's nice too that it's just baked in so I don't have to add the harmonic split and add more effects and all that other stuff. Like this will just do stuff. Like that's super cool to me. Sorry. It's like someone trying to talk on the phone in the middle of a fucking tornado. Um, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool things to get into here. I wish that there was a way to change the playback mode of this to um be offset. And there might be a way. I'm not sure. Fragments mode, playhead, same start direction, take a chance. Yeah, I didn't actually have not explored these things. Green survive, repeat at initial position. Let's get something in here that's actually tonal. That'll be cool. So what I'd like to see if there's a way to do this on is if I can play a chord on here and instead of it just latching on to The quantization, I want it to still be quantized but play at its own time. So I don't know if that's possible, but I would like to see. Does this go up? Oh, it does. This goes all the way up to 256 grains per voice. Holy shit. Yeah, you see how it like catches on? I would want this to not do that. Oh, there we go. Wait, okay. So there is a way to do it. I just don't know what I did to make it do that. Yeah, you see it's diggity ding 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 ding. Be nice if I could just grab the loot, like, in the middle. That's really nice. Let's throw this on there. Okay. That's so cool. Just a sick like industrial pad. Man. Dope. Well, sweet guys. I had so much fun today. I've been working on music all fucking morning. And I think that there's not really anything else that I want to cover. Does anybody have any questions about anything before I head off? Beep beep boo beep boo beep beep boo beep boo beep boo 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 beep boo beep boo beep boo. I feel like someone should clip that and then just like take it out of context. Beep boo beep boo beep beep boo beep boo beep boo 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 beep boo beep boo beep boo 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 beep boo beep boo beep boo. Yeah, yeah. Likewise. Bitwig 6.1 is available to anybody with an upgrade plan now, I believe. So get in there, have fun. Um, I will talk eventually and do like a review of this. I just need to write off all the pros and the cons and the juba juba and the things. I I think the biggest thing for me is that it sucks that we lost the selector. That would have been cool to maintain, although I totally get why Bitwig had to do that because otherwise imagine doing the slice feature for 120 plus samples. It would still be just incredible if that was if they incorporated that RIP CPU, but um, being able to modulate the freeze and the warp modes, that also kind of stinks because that was something that I wanted within. Wait, doesn't Ableton have that now? Like, there's a script or whatever that you can do that, which it allows you to, or like there's like a special Max for Live sampler that lets you change the warp or modulate the warp modes. Um, I also feel like, yeah, there was a couple of other things that I really wanted to have incorporated into this. But yeah, this is a broken mess in all of its glory, and I love it for that because it's just fucked. And that's, I don't even want them to fix that. I really don't want them to fix the pitch detection at all. I want them to just keep it raw, keep it scuffed, because I'm going to get way cooler shit than them actually doing what's intended for them to make it work correctly. Or, sorry, I'm going to get way cooler stuff working with it as now versus if they go back and they fix it, is what I meant to say. But yeah, I mean, how do you all feel? Oh, we need a reverse mode for the slices as well, a dedicated reverse mode. And maybe it's, well, like an R button would be nice because it's gone in slice mode. And while I think you can just set the speed to be at minus 100, it doesn't work all the time. So I don't know if that was a bug or if that's supposed to be how it is, but if the loop mode is turned on, I feel like it should work. I don't know, but all right, guys. Much love. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your evening. I am actually going to have my first and only real coffee of the day, and I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do some flips, and then I'm going to come home and I'm going to go to bed. Bye bye. See ya. Bye, guys. Do me a favor. Please like the video. Please tell your friends about my channel, and I appreciate it. Oh, subscribe to Instagram because we've been doing some stuff. I'm going to put this beat up on there here in a minute. But all right, guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye bye.